has amassed a quantity of uranium. It certainly would be something attractive that the Iranians would ask for. I know Fox News ran a great report last week of an arms plane landing in Syria, transporting weapons from Iran to Syria. We know Iran is going around the world trying to find uranium that it can use in its enrichment facility. So I think that the Assad regime would have an incentive, given how few allies they have, to cooperate with the Iranians on this.
We have so little transparency in terms of Iran's desire to, create nuclear power sources, they would say, and most people think nuclear weapons. So how would we penetrate this situation with what's actually in Syria and where it may be transported? What's the best way to get a handle on this and to have any control over it if possible?
Well, the first concern is that we have to add this to the list of concerns we have regarding Syria's weapons of mass destruction. The administration has raised concerns with good reason about a possible chemical and biological weapons stockpile in Syria. We have to think about, if there is a uranium stockpile, we have to start trying to monitor it and think about what will happen if the Assad regime falls, and if it hasn't been transferred, how will we locate it and secure it.
And do we have the means to do so?
I think that it's hard to tell right now. There's really no prospect of a Western intervention in Syria, so I don't think that something's going to happen unless the Assad regime falls. But I think our intelligence agencies have to be on the lookout for some transfers or some effort by the Syrian government to move whatever uranium stockpile it might have and possible unused fuel rods to Iran.
So I'm assuming that you hope that by bringing this issue to light, that more attention will be brought to it. It'll be on the list, as you say, of things that we need to be concerned about, and that perhaps that will make it more difficult for the countries to pull off a transfer. You referred to the plane that was reported here, that kind of exposure to all of this will just put the spotlight on it.
That's right. I mean, this is an unanswered question. As I said earlier, many people think this whole program was destroyed when the Al-Kabar reactor was destroyed. But there's likely technology, there could be uranium, there could be unused fuel rods in Syria that have not been secured, that the U.S. government has not bothered to pursue, and we haven't pressed North Korea to explain, that have to be accounted for. And if the government was to fall and if chaos was to break out, we should be concerned about what happens to this stuff.
Yeah, very concerned indeed. Fred Fleitz, thank you so much for being with us today.